It is a super nice day today. We just had a big heat wave that come through and it was really gross for a couple of days. Got really, really hot and now it's sort of mellowed out and it's just right. My little wheezy cough I had last week turned into a full-blown cold. I thought I just had allergies, but I must have caught something. Still a little stuffy, but I'm feeling much better. Didn't feel like I was super productive last week, but I did put a bow on a couple of projects. So one is the Minecraft music. I uploaded it, published it. It is available on Apple Music, Spotify, and all the places you stream your music. I will leave a link down in the description. The other thing I did is I listed the tiny paintings for sale. They're available on a site called Tiny Gallery that just sells small paintings. Trying some different things out as far as pricing. They do a bid system or just flat prices, so I'm just seeing what works. I'm not expecting to sell a lot or make a ton of money, but just got to get your foot in the door, start doing that. I guess the more you do, the more you do. It's just a game of numbers. If you make 100 paintings and half of them sell, that's 50 paintings. But mainly it's just a good exercise in being creative. They're teeny tiny, low stakes, and that feels pretty good. Now that the Minecraft music is done, I was going to move on to a new project, but then I kind of ran across something. There's a batch of music I did about 10, 12 years ago that I just never really did anything with. The songs are pretty well done, but with the benefit of time, there's a lot of things I would change at this point. Not only production-wise, but also like lyrical content. There's just a lot of things that I don't feel the same anymore or that I think could be improved upon. One thing I've never been great at with lyrics or poetry or anything is kind of massaging them. Usually I'll write something and I'll walk away from it and that's that. And I've never really had like a Lennon to my McCartney kind of thing who can give me feedback or bounce ideas back and forth. So I usually end up with lyrics where I'm like half proud of them. Half of it is like, that's really good. And the other half is like kind of phoned in. So I'm going to go through and see if I can clean up some of the phoned in stuff. And then, like I said, kind of revisit the production with modern technology. A lot has changed in the last 12 years as far as production and the capabilities of a personal computer. The other big event this week is the new Minecraft update came out. For those of you who don't know the story, about 6 years ago, right around the time that COVID was happening and we all were kind of locked down, I was in a little bit of a creative funk, and so I started a YouTube channel. And I liked to play Minecraft, and I liked to make music, and I liked to edit videos, so this was a really great creative outlet for that. And I still make a video every week for that channel. And I still enjoy it, but things have gotten a little stagnant. The growth I was experiencing has started to kind of flatten a little bit. I do have a small dedicated viewership, but I would love to continue growing it. My videos that I make are just kind of a let's play. I just play the game every week and talk about what I'm doing, and I share some how-tos and design ideas, things like that. And unfortunately, that is not a great way to grow a channel. Let's play videos do not bring in the views. The videos that do bring in views that I do are the tutorials, how-tos, things like that. And so I know that is really what I should start focusing some energy on. Doesn't mean I have to stop the Let's Play, but I should definitely start doing more tutorial videos. They're not nearly as fun to make, and they take a bit more planning. But like anything else, once you get the ball rolling, they get done. So far, all I've done is started to make lists of topics, things I could make videos about. And I had talked about doing like one a week, and I think that's a little ambitious. I think I might start with like one a month and see if I can kind of get that cadence going, and then I can always adjust from there. Because I didn't feel good last week, I didn't really see a lot of friends, so I didn't do much with tarot cards other than my card a day sort of thing. As far as all the creative focuses that I've kind of talked about, the tarot one is the most difficult for me for some reason. And I'm not sure why, because I can do other things in front of people. I can sing in front of people and I don't feel like I'm being judged or scrutinized. But for some reason with the tarot cards, I feel like I'm under a microscope or like people are judging me for some reason. Yeah, I don't know what it is. So anyway, that's my week. I'm very distracted by my little bird feeder over here because all these little birds keep flying over there. think over the next couple videos we'll dive into each of these little focuses a little deeper. I'll show you what it looks like to make some of the paintings or to noodle with the music, and then we'll probably make some new plans and see where things go. And I'll see you then.